podcast. Just search for Hancock and Kelly.
President Biden announces that more than 50 hostages will be released after being held for more than 7 weeks in Gaza in a deal struck with the terrorist group Hamas.
Under a deal reached by extensive U.S. diplomacy, including numerous calls I've made from the Oval Office to leaders across the region, fighting in Gaza will halt for 4 days. This deal also is structured to allow a pause to continue for more than 50 hostages to be released. That's our goal.
And there are some of the first hostages to be released. This is ongoing as we speak. The pause is now in day 3, a temporary ceasefire in the war between Israel and Hamas, sparked by the Hamas deadly attack on October 7th, surprise attack that killed more than 1,400 people. In exchange for the release of hostages, Israel is transferring Palestinian prisoners to facilities in the West Bank and also allowing fuel to roll into Gaza once again. Hamas will continue to hold about 190 hostages. Is this a good thing to negotiate with terrorists? It used to be, Michael, that the U.S. doesn't negotiate with terrorists. Don't you just encourage hostage taking?
I see this a bit different than, taking over an airliner, et cetera. This is taking place in Gaza, inside of Israel. There's many of things that people can criticize Joe Biden for. But when it comes to the tightrope he's walked in the international community and helping Israel while trying to keep some peace and then ultimately negotiating this ceasefire for this little bit of time, is an important role that only Joe Biden could have played. This would not be playing out under a Donald Trump. I'm hopeful that we are going to continue to get all of these terrorists back. I worry about the precedent it sets, but the immediate gratification of these hostages coming home would be such a huge victory.
Still got 190 that are going to be there. I mean, they're little kids.
A lot of them.
Being released.
Yeah.
A 4-year-old boy and a 9-year-old.
Well, there's a 4-year-old American child, and I haven't heard the status of that child yet that was taken hostage. Look, it is good to see hostages released, and I'm happy and pleased to see it. But as a matter of policy, when we got those 5 Americans extricated from Iran at the cost of $6 billion, Iran's out there funding all of this terrorism that's taking place in the Middle East. And when you're handing over that kind of money, there are consequences to every action you take politically. And you've got to be very careful if you start encouraging the taking of hostages by the way you deal with the ones that are already taken. Having said that, I'm glad to see this, but I do hope Israel pursues Hamas and takes out their infrastructure over the course of this war.
President Biden celebrated his birthday this past week, number 81. During the traditional pardoning of the Thanksgiving turkey, he joked that he did not attend the first such ceremony, which historians trace to President Truman in the 1940s and even back to Abraham Lincoln in the 1860s. President Biden's age, however, is no laughing matter for his own Democrat Party. His birthday has sparked new calls for him to abandon his quest for a second term. Current and former White House officials tell the New York Times that Biden may require a so-called bubble wrap strategy, limiting his travel, even his walking distance in public, to get him through the 24 election campaign. Bubble wrap, Michael Kelly.
Most 81-year-olds can't operate their remote control. This man's running the world. Look, you can be critical of his age. You can be concerned about what it's going to ultimately look like 3 and 4 years from now. But this president is working and delivering, and he's being attacked solely for his age. It is a problem, no worries, no doubt, for Democrats. It is a concern that many of us have, including myself. But if the choice is Joe Biden and Donald Trump, which it's going to be, that's a no-brainer. Joe Biden is going to be the president again.
Well, Donald Trump will be 78. If he's elected in 24, he'll turn 80 in office.
Yeah, and I don't think it's the numeric age that is the concern for most Americans here. It's the noticeable decline in mental acuity. And, it's nobody's fault except Father Time. But it's the noticeable decline, I think, that has a lot of people concerned.
Still to come on Hancock and Kelly, is legalized betting a safe bet for Missouri? And Missouri's outgoing Republican governor talks about a new book on perhaps one of the most unlikely political careers.